Welcome in to the first edition of PDL Weekly. My name is Nicholas Murray. I'm very pleased to be joined by Ryan Brooks, who is the newly appointed Senior Director of the PDL. Ryan, welcome aboard first of all. Very glad to have you here. First, for those out there, probably I know you a little bit from ODP camps and things like that, but maybe introduce yourself a little bit. And I know you've got plans for the PDL in 2013. So what's up ahead for the coming season?
Okay. I was the assistant coach at Real Salt Lake with Peter Meller, who was the national technical director here, and I went from assistant coach there to a couple college jobs. So I coached a little bit in college, a little bit of club development, youth development, coaching development. Latest job was at Shattuck St. Mary, which was development academy team, and just did some scouting there, and excited to really be here. And first day on Monday, so I'm excited to be here.
I mean, the PDL is obviously an outstanding league and an outstanding property for USL. How do you envision the league progressing in this coming year?
Well, I see it. I mean, you have the MLS, and then you have the USL, and then you have the PDL. And I would really, the infrastructure is pretty good right now. It's at a good state, 65 teams. And I would really like it to go players and teams to even be stronger, and players then go on to the MLS, and next step would be to the USL. Through club development, through player development, and I'm excited to start.
Now, obviously, there are guys who are in MLS who have played in the PDL in the past, and a couple of outstanding prospects from last year in Deshaun Brown and DeAndre Edlin are already starring for Colorado Rapids and Seattle Sounders. When you see guys like that who've played in the PDL, been all league selections as DeAndre and Deshaun were, how big of a thrill is that for you, and just to see the way that the PDL helps them develop through their college years?
Well, it sets a precedent. It really does, because those players played with other players on their team, and then the coaches see that, and it's an unbelievable thing, because now they watch those guys on TV and they said, oh, I played with him, and I've coached him, and so I can make it to that level, which is a huge thing. I mean, once you see and set a precedent where they can play at the highest level, then it's really free reign as far as saying to myself, if I'm a player, I can make it if he could make it. So it's a great thing.
There's obviously a couple of DeAndre's teammates from last year's Sounders team who just re-signed Sounders Academy products, who are going to be playing for the Sounders U23s again this year. As far as preseason is concerned, we do have a couple of international friendlies that just got announced. We've got an international friendly with the Laredo Heat welcoming a Mexican second division team, Los Bravos de Laredo Nueva, and also Brigham Young University and their program going out to Real Salt Lake next week. As far as the level of competition that the PDL offers, those are kinds of the games that can really showcase a player and give them the opportunity to be scouted by top-level clubs. And I'm guessing that's the point, and that's a big selling point for these teams.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be the best, you got to be playing against the best. That's kind of the way it has to be, and it's a great thing when a PDL team is going to be playing against a professional team, because those players want to become professionals. Those PDL players. So what better way to showcase your talent is against the players that are in those positions where you really want to be.
Well, Ryan, welcome aboard again. We're very glad to have you here, and thanks for joining us in this first edition of USL PDL Weekly.
Thank you.